Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to North Country Off Grid with Chad and Shelby.
Hi, guys.
Hey, if you guys are new to this channel, welcome. We know we got a lot of viewers last night from
Mr. Stony Ridge himself.
Josh sent over a bunch of his viewers, so we are going to take good care of you guys, hopefully. If we don't tell him we didn't take good care of you. We're going to try our best. If you've been here, welcome back.
Thanks, guys, for coming. So we decided to have our coffee with you this morning, and my wonderful, selfless husband gave me the rest of the coffee creamer, so thanks, babe.
I don't mind black coffee. I like black coffee. I also like girly coffee.
Girly coffee.
It's kind of girly coffee. I really like girly coffee, but I will drink the darkest, blackest coffee, whatever we're doing. I don't mind. I like coffee. But I like my girly coffees too. I don't mind.
It's like this morning treat. I love it. So we wanted to do a quick little coffee chat with y'all. We're super excited.
These are never quick.
I know, but they're fun, right?
We always go off. We always go off on random stuff. Prepare. Hang on. Here we go.
So what we wanted to talk to you guys about today was we're really excited because our episode airs on the DIY channel on March 15th.
We have new viewers. You have to explain it to them.
Oh, yes, you're right. Okay, so in all of our videos that you've watched, if you've watched any, you've probably noticed that we really haven't shown the tiny house or the house that we live in. So the reason behind that is because we filmed the entire building process with HGTV, and we built it all by hand with cash within just 2 months. So we're super excited to see that all come together. And that will be airing first on the DIY channel on Thursday, March 15th at 9 p.m.
That's next Thursday.
That's like 4 days from now. 5 days.
It's like 5 days away. That's pretty exciting.
We're super excited.
We've waited for like 4 months to see it. Now it's 4 days away.
Yeah, we finished the tiny house the week before Thanksgiving. So it's been done for a while, and we really haven't been able to show it. So we're excited to get there and you guys be able to see it. And we're also a little nervous because when we put these shows out, we know exactly what we're going to be saying, how it's going to look. So we haven't seen it. So we get to watch it for the first time
on national television with everybody else.
Well, we actually probably won't even watch it then because we don't have TV. We really are off grid. So we'll probably wait to watch it the morning after when we can purchase the episode and download it. Yeah. So we're excited though. That's coming up. It's the closest it's ever been.
So you guys stay tuned for all of those other videos. We have the entire build process. You're going to see it with, well, I assume you're going to see the majority of it with HGTV DIY. You're going to see all of that, but we have tons of footage because I GoPro'd the entire thing, and then we have tons of behind the scenes and stuff. So we're going to release all of that in videos as soon as it airs on television.
Yeah, and I also wanted to do I'll give a tour of the tiny house for our channel, and then kind of just show how us as a family of 5 all get shoved in here. So I'm excited to start putting our tiny house on our YouTube channel as well.
I'm excited for it to be springtime so we don't have to shove in here anymore. We have had the craziest weather up here. We've had days where it's been 45, almost 50 degrees and sunny and beautiful, and the snow melts off, and then it snows the next day and brings it all back. So we're like, spring, winter, spring, winter, spring, winter.
Which it's North Idaho. It's probably what happens every year.
And today's a spring day. It's looking like it's going to be nice. And I think it is supposed to be nice from now on. Everything that's frozen is starting to melt off. We got a ton of rain yesterday, which really helped to melt off all of the snow, except our driveway is slush, and we almost did not make it out.
I have showings tomorrow. Hopefully I can get out.
Shelby's got to get out tomorrow, so we're going to have to plan ahead and probably, we might have to drag her down the road in my truck. I don't know. We'll get her out.
I need to have a horse and carriage.
You need a horse and sleigh.
Yeah. Well, once you get onto the main roads, though, probably carriage. But that would be so fun. I'd have to leave quite a bit early, though. I'd love it.
Yeah.
But we're excited for spring because one of the things that we kind of wanted to talk to you guys about is why we chose to go tiny, and what we think about going tiny, and if we like that we've gone tiny. So, during the springtime, we're going to be doing a lot more building. The idea behind our tiny house was we bought our very raw property in July, and we needed to completely carve in our homestead. So that meant
clearing land,
putting in the driveway, all of that good stuff. And with it being July, we knew that winter was coming quickly. So we needed to have a
winter
roof.
up here, like October is pretty cold weather, and we generally get snow in November, and it continues to dump. However, we got snow in late October.
Yep.
This time we got a day where we got what, 16 inches?
Yeah.
We got a foot one day and like another 4 inches the next night. We got like 16 inches, woke up, and it was ridiculous. And we're like, oh, we're in it and early.
And not only that, but after we worked our butts off to build this tiny house, we went on a vacation to the Caribbean. So we were in the warm, hot summer weather, and then we came back and it snowed like the very next day. So it was like, oh, here it comes.
Reality.
And it hasn't left. But anyway, so we had all of that work to do, and we knew that we needed that roof over our head to be warm for the winter time. So we were like, well, shoot, we're not going to...
Our original plan was to come to this property. It got delayed a bunch. If you guys have seen our other videos, or I think read Shelby's blog, she's explained how like our sale of our last property kept getting extended out and extended out and extended out like 30 days at a time. So it ruined our summer, kind of. But our goal was to come here and build a little rancher, which would have taken a lot more time. We were going to build a smaller rancher-style home on this property.
And it also would have taken more money. And when we had moved to this property, we were with some family members, and we had seen an opportunity that we could not pass up. So we actually also purchased some lakefront property on Spirit Lake. So
Shelby has very distant. Shelby is adopted. If you guys, the longer you stay here, the more you'll figure out her story. Shelby's got a crazy story. But Shelby's adopted, and these family members are her, what would be biological family. And so they have a place up here. She's adopted, and they have a place like 15 minutes from us on the lake up here, which is hilarious because Shelby didn't find any of these people till she was 18 or 19?
18.
18 years old.
Yeah.
So for 18 years, they would come up and visit the lake right down the road.
Yep.
So they've got a lake property that they share with their family, and when they come up and visit during their time, their window, we go and visit them, and we love being on the lake.
We love
Shelby
being
loves
with my
being on the
family.
lake.
Being with my family feels like being with family. It's like this instant just connection, and I love them so very much.
Because they're crazy.
I know where I get it
They're
from.
crazy. So when these crazy people come up to visit, we like to go and hang out with them. And they're on this lake, and Shelby's like, man, I'd really love to have our own lake place for our kids to be able to grow up and build these same memories.
The water's totally my happy place. Love being around the water.
So as we were on the lake, Shelby started checking listings, and she got a notification on a brand new lake property out there that somebody from another state decided they didn't want anymore. It was a piece of land. They didn't visit it, whatever. They wanted to get rid of it. And my real estate agent said, this is a heck of a deal. We should probably jump on this.
Yeah. So we scooped it up with another family member, and we were so excited about it, but that definitely changed our plans. This budget that we had to build the rancher was cut because we decided to make a second investment. So with that being said, and with the winter months coming, I more decided, how about a tiny house? Because the tiny house will keep us warm for the winter, but it doesn't have to be our final spot. But it will get us through the winter, and then whenever we have friends or family come visit, we've got this cute little bunkhouse that they can stay in on our property.
So the term was bunkhouse when we started talking about it. Let's build a bunkhouse. Let's build a bunkhouse. And then a week before, not a week before, I start building the base for this thing, and Shelby's like, hey, you need to make this thing at or under 400 square feet. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, HGTV is going to come and film you build this. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't want to get filmed. And so she's like, well, they're coming out next week. So it's got to be under 400 square feet. So we changed the plans. We built everything just a hair smaller. And we built this bunkhouse that we now call a tiny house.
I love it. I think that for me also as a real estate agent, I did see it as a temporary place that would be great for friends and family to come. But if it was movable and if it had a kitchen and if it could be sold as a tiny house, it would make more sense. So all the way around, the idea just kind of made sense. Also, I know that if we were in here and if it was comfortable, it could end up being that we don't build our rancher for a little while, like a couple of years. So I wanted it to be something that was going to be cozy and meet all of our needs during the winter. So it just kind of makes sense to just turn it into a full-on little tiny house. But when I look at other tiny houses, I don't feel like ours quite fits in the category, and I'm interested to see how they're going to do our trailer for our tiny house, because when you look at the tiny houses, they've got all these nooks and crannies and pull-down things, and that's not...
Oh, trailer like commercial.
Yeah, yeah.
You threw me off. I was like, we don't have a trailer. That's what sets us
aside. Trailer like commercial. They're showing you how they have all these hidden areas for their stuff in this tiny house. Well, I think that what makes our tiny house different is that we are not trying to fit everything into this tiny house. My main purpose for the tiny house was just wanting a finished product after our last house, something warm and cozy, and just a place that I can feel like it's home. And also a cooking area and things like that. So, and then it just made sense to have a bunkhouse where we've got the 3 twin-size beds and a full queen-size bed on the bottom bunk. So we can all fit in here. Oh.
We can't tell them the details.
Okay, well, I'll cut that part out.
No, leave it. Don't listen to them.
Oh.
Don't listen to Shelby. Don't tell anyone.
I'm not trying to give you too much.
The other cool thing about it, too, is we now have an investment property. And originally buying this property, we thought, you know, hey, we could A, just turn around and sell it and probably make more money. Not much, but some. Mm-hmm. B, we're planning on building something on it. We're planning on building a little off-grid cabin kind of stay deal with a nice dock to come and play, and we're probably going to either Airbnb it, where you guys can come out and enjoy a nice lake day or lake weekend or lake week or whatever in beautiful North Idaho, or we might develop it and sell it. We haven't decided yet, but we have options, and we have that property, which is a great opportunity for us. So it's worked out well.
So if you're seeing my face, I'm smiling because I'm just being giddy.
Why are you giddy?
Because with us, nothing's ever easy. It's not just this quick, great investment. So this quick, great investment, there's catch. It's only accessible by boat.
Which is cool. You cannot drive to this property.
You cannot drive to it. And then also, it's very steep. But it is 100 feet of waterfront. So
it's a lot. It's one of probably the biggest lots of lake frontage on that lake, which is great. But it's land that most people don't want to deal with because it's going to take a lot of work to sort of develop it.
It's going to be
But my brain is like, hey, we can build out of the hillside, attached to the trees, build this awesome treehouse bungalow that people can come and stay in. We can stay in, build some steps to it, build a big old dock for fishing and boating and playing around.
That'll definitely be the
Absolute
first thing,
paradise.
Is a big old dock. So we can just go out there and fish and hang out. But I mean, there's endless opportunities. We could also build a tiny boathouse, and that could be parked on the boat or on the dock. We could build a little bunkhouse on the dock. We've got all sorts of ideas floating around in our head.
So we don't know 100% what we're doing yet. We're waiting for the lake to thaw out. We're going to go over, take a bunch of tools and really get an idea of the property and what we can do with it, and then really try to work through our options.
Yeah.
And we're going to bring you guys along.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to...
It's going to be interesting.
We have a couple of options. We're going to, A, take you guys along and do it ourselves. Or quite possibly the network is going to come back and watch us do it too. So we have options, and we're not sure what we want to do.
We're not sure yet. We're still a little ways away from that. So that's what's coming up.
We're like a month away from that.
That's what's coming up. We're super excited. I'm excited because... This property was really Chad's dream. He really wanted to have his hunting property where he could just go out the back door and hunt. And for me, it's always been, I want to be on the lake. I want to be fishing. I want to be swimming. I just want the water. So this is kind of this is my goal. This is my dream. And so I'm really excited to know that the summer is not going to be clearing land and be so hot and dealing with bugs and spiders and trees and land clearing. Like, that's some hard work, let me tell you. To know that our summer is going to be in the water, I can't be more excited about it. I'm giddy. I'm honestly giddy. I'm so excited.
I like all the bugs and the land clearing.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I get to rent equipment and run stuff over.
Yeah, well, I'm clearing all of it, not in the equipment.
Well, so that's kind of our option, guys. And maybe let us know in the comments what you would like to see. If you guys would like to, if you would prefer to follow us along on YouTube and watch it, because you'll get it every day. You know, you'll go out, do work, and you'll get updates every day, versus kind of having to wait for it to again come out on air. I'm more leaning towards keeping it on YouTube because I like to be able to control everything that's put out there, and I like to be able to put it out there. You know, we waited 4 months for this last opportunity, but you know, getting into YouTube, I really want to show you guys this entire process. I can tell you this, I have zero experience building anything outside of out the side of a mountain or a hillside.
Or a dock even.
Or really a tree house or a dock. Yeah, so there's a good chance you'll see.
Well, and all the
failure.
materials have to be floated over. Like, it's not like once you get over there, you've got the sandy beach to work on. Like, it's pretty much a cliff front. So we've got an exciting task ahead of us, but we're both excited for it. It's okay if we don't get a million things done this summer. It's okay if we only build the dock and we just have a lot of fun on it. So
we're going to get a bunch of stuff done this summer.
I might get a lot of fishing in.
That's fine. You'll have to make sure that when we fall off the hillside, you can get us in the boat and get us back. So you just sit there and fish until someone gets hurt.
So that's what we've got going on. We just kind of wanted to explain why we went tiny and what we think of going tiny. I honestly love our tiny house. It's so cozy. We spend most of our day out with the animals, out doing things on our property. The only time that we're really stuck in here, I don't know what the right word is, the only time that we're in here is if it's raining or it's snowing. And honestly, even then, just like being around the fire and all of us as a family, we often are playing card games, board games, reading books. Every once in a while, we'll watch a movie as a family on the computer. So I feel like our tiny house is just really cozy, and it helps our family just be very close-knit. End goal, definitely don't want to be in the tiny forever. I'm excited to start growing more on our property. We're going to build the schoolhouse first, homeschooling. We're going to build a shower house. We've got lots more things that we're going to build. So we didn't try to shove every little thing in the tiny house because we've got 20 acres that we really get to utilize to build other structures, so we're not just forced in this tiny house.
Yeah, and you know, adding to that, the building an entire shower house off of this place, it really frees up the space of trying to think like, how can I put a shower and a bathroom in here? And if you guys don't know, we're totally off grid. We don't have a bathroom. We have 2 outhouses, his and hers.
That will also be on the episode.
Yeah, you'll see that on the episode, and then Shelby and I will give you guys a better tour because we imagine that they'll probably kind of go quick through it.
Yeah. We don't know what.
And they didn't like some of our decor, so we'll put our decor back up and then show you guys how we really decked it out. But there's a lot of rules with filming for a network. You know, like certain people's lyrics can't be seen, certain people's faces can't be seen without their consent, or you know, this sign, that sign. All my tools are covered up because you can't have the sponsorships and stuff. So we're gonna give you the raw, real, uncut stuff without all the editing and the hoopla.
I think at the end of the day, we had a super fun experience. I'm excited to see how they put it all together. If you guys watch it, we will love if you tell us what you think of it. And then I don't know if we'll want to read it or not.
If you guys have questions too, because they filmed a ton of stuff and they just can't get all that into, I think it's 22 minutes.
21 minutes. And they came out and filmed for like 7 days.
Well, no, they were out 4 or 5 different times at 2 times a day.
Yeah, yeah.
So They were out here probably, there's probably 9 different filming days, 8 different filming days.
I'm not sure, I can't remember. But I mean, it was a lot of work. Like, we went to bed exhausted just from doing it all day long. We really didn't get a lot of projects done while they were here.
We always got very little to nothing done when they were here, which is funny because the filming process takes so much to move around and to set stuff up and this and that. And weirdly, it was always the days that we were so tired after those days. It was so exhausting. And it's like, man, we didn't get anything done, but I am exhausted. And I think it's all of the emotional highs and lows that you go through because you're like on camera, and then you're off camera, and then you're moving stuff around, and then you're going on camera again.
Yeah, then you're just waiting.
And I think it just takes a toll. And I think there were a couple days where I didn't even eat lunch because I was setting stuff up while everyone else was eating lunch to get ready for the next thing because I didn't want these guys waiting on me. So,
yeah. It was fun, though. We loved our crew. Our crew was amazing. They just came into our home, and they felt like family right away. So we felt very comfortable with them. So
it was a very cool opportunity to get to know people from many different walks of life.
It was.
And I can say that there were people who came to my property that if I had 10 minutes with them, I would probably just sort of decide like I would never talk to this person again. But having all day to talk with those people, you really realize like how quickly you might judge someone in the first little bit that you talk to them and what you would miss out on. And I think I grew from the experience because I really realized like how to celebrate people for who they are because these people were forced into our lives.
I loved them.
And you really get to know a person on that level without, you know, just kind of that superficial, you know, that first couple of minutes of, you know, look you up and down, but I don't like you, I'm out.
Well, we'll do more of the behind the scenes after the episode airs because we've got lots of fun pictures and just stuff that happened. Stories that happened,
We've got some hilarious stories that they probably don't want us to tell you.
But at the end of the day, we had so much fun. I mean, every single person that came here, there's people that if they called me today and they were like, hey, I'm in the area, I'd be like, you get your butt over here, I'm making you dinner. Like, I just loved them. So we had a super great experience, and we're excited to see it again.
And they were all really good with our kids. You know, I was very leery about having these people out and around my kids and my family. They were all so respectful of our family. They were respectful of sort of our boundaries. Not that we put boundaries on people. They were just very respectful to not cross lines or boundaries.
Yeah, they were.
And then just super respectful of the kids. We're
very protective of our children. So they did a really great job with them. And all of the kids left feeling like they were even friends that were here. So
Kinley made a friend for sure.
Oh, yeah. And just great people.
Kinley took to a cameraman that came back a few times, but he let her fly his drone, which I think was like a $2,000 drone. He let our 7-year-old fly it a few times, and we're just like, oh God, we don't have to buy that if it crashes.
Seriously.
But Kinley made a friend. That was really cool.
And then they had a lot of fun with our goats, and I think that we were just a little bit different than most of the folks that they had done the tiny house with. I don't think we quite fit into the box.
We might have been a little too country.
We are pretty country.
Maybe.
So, but they fit in. They made it work, and they were always genuine, and they always left. They always left every single time with telling us that they loved our family, and they could tell how tight knit we were, and they thought that what we were doing was great. So, that always felt good.
That's a heck of a compliment. Yeah.
It is a heck of a compliment.
Because they didn't have to say it.
No.
No, I don't know. They didn't read their contract. Maybe they do. Like, hey, say they do a good job and you like them, and then get out of there.
Anyways, we're rambling, so we're gonna wrap this up. But we'll hit more on that later. But again, it's on the DIY channel, March 15th, next Thursday at 9 p.m. And our episode is called Off-Grid Tiny. And then you've heard me say that it's also on HGTV. Well, when we were originally doing this whole process, we were told that it would be on HGTV. So it was a surprise to hear that it was also on the DIY channel, but they're sister networks. So it'll first be on the DIY channel, and then in the coming months, I don't know the air date yet, it will also be on the HGTV channel. So
to all of our new subscribers, welcome again. Thank you guys for subscribing. We watch the numbers go up, and they're so minute. and we it's like, oh, look at that, one more, and we love it. We appreciate you guys. We find it very flattering that people want to watch us do anything at all. So it's super cool. We really appreciate all you guys that are here now, especially because we know that once our show airs, we're expecting our numbers to kind of jump. So you guys were here first, and we really appreciate that. You guys stuck with us in the beginning.
Yeah, to all the people that were here from the very beginning, thank you so much as well. We appreciate it. We've got lots more that we plan on building, lots more that we plan on learning, and lots more fun that we're going to be having as a family. So thank you for coming. Thanks for following along. And
hit that subscribe button, and then also hit that little bell.
So you know when our new videos come out.
Touch that bell. You'll get all of notifications for our new videos.
Thanks, you guys. I hope you have a great day.